We want everyone to partake in this event. So let's quickly introduce the panel for today. On my left here, we have Kabir Singh, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Deepa Singh, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And Mahan Singh, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. See, all these sevadars are for Sikh Youth UK. These guys are doing a tremendous work around the country, daily dealing with cases of grooming, conversions, alcohol abuse, drug abuse, and these sevadars are up and down the country at all hours. And even today, they've been doing work out there, dealing with cases, and that's why we got the show late today. So I apologise for that. But Satsangaji, if you're tuning in right now, let others know to watch the Sikh Youth Show. This is a show that's hosted to talk about issues that affect our community in English, so people out there, an audience, can understand exactly what's happening out there and how you can seek help from organisations such as Sikh Youth UK that are helping the community. So that there will be a text number on the screen shortly. Just give us your feedback, any questions and thoughts. But what we're going to do is talk to Deepa Singh from Sikh Youth UK and just explain to us what's happening on the 4th of October and why everyone should be getting involved in this event. Singh.
Okay, first of all,
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
So we started a Freshers Fair at Guru Nanak Gurdwara Smethwick last year, and we called it G&G Freshers Week. So for freshers, everyone knows, but if they don't, we're going to just reiterate it for the Sangat. Basically, freshers is when people start college, school or university, and what happens, they're all fresh, and there's loads of fresh students who have just turned up who don't understand what's going on at the university. So different groups and organisations and campaigns say on campus and schools do like after school clubs or college clubs and projects, and same at universities where they more push towards going down like parties, clubs, trips out, gigs, stuff like that, shisha bars. All these kinds of events happen more at universities. Some at college, but more universities. What it does is lead people from the Sikh and Punjabi community to a different lifestyle.
Yep.
And instead of what they're meant to be doing out there, where their parents have worked hard, funded their houses, their flats, their properties where they're staying, their education, stuff like that. What they're thinking, they're sending them out to study, but then they can have a bit of relaxed time. What really happens is sometimes they get caught up in a different lifestyle, and they like that sort of life, and it leads people astray. So it is a dangerous world out there. Why are these places and environments dangerous? We say it all the time, but we'll keep repeating it. What happens there is there's vulnerable people. Once you drink in these environments, even if you don't drink alcohol, sometimes you just go out just to socialise. You're in a vulnerable place, in a very vulnerable place. Yeah. People are there, predators are there, preying to take advantage of these vulnerable people. There's taxi drivers. This is organised. There is a lot of organised. Some are isolated incidences where people prey, but some are more like organised crime. Taxi drivers, cheap kebab shops, cheap chip shops, cheap restaurants. What we wanted to do from G&G and from Sikh Youth and some of the other Bantic organisations like BOSS and stuff like that, and working with Sikh Channel, who always support all our projects, is to get some kind of solution for these issues, because we can talk about the issues like we have been for so many years. It's finding the solution or giving an option to a solution.
Gone.
And last year what we did was try and create this environment at G&G Smethwick where all the students attend the Gurdwara for Freshers Week.
Brilliant.
Maybe like on the Monday it started with Simran, how it should. On the Tuesday we had an education part of it where there was a 13-week course starting by Basics of Sikhi who did the Waheguru course. So that was the first week. First session of that. On the Wednesday, we did a Freshers Fair. And now this is the key thing, what we want to push all students to come to. Last year, we had about 300 students there, 300 to 400 students.
Wow.
And that's students who don't interact with Gurdwara, don't really attend. They're probably out on nights out, a lot of them, most of the time. Not all, but a lot of them. What we did was try and get them from that, where they'll be going to Broad Street or somewhere else, and come to the Gurdwara. And in the function hall, we had different services provided from Sikh communities, Sikh services, Sikh projects in the area.
Excellent.
So instead of them going to these cheap kebab shops and restaurants, we provided solutions where there's Mr. Singh's, there's desserts, pure veggie, from Pure Veggie on Sahar Road, Hamsworth. A lot of different food places, outlets, dining places where they can go and eat. Obviously, we provided We were talking about taxi drivers earlier.
Yeah.
We provided services, but there's taxi drivers
Yeah.
there from the Punjabi Sikh background who offer their services,
Yeah.
and they can support the students. So we had a variety of things and services, projects available for them to come and attend and take on board. And these people ain't just there with buckets collecting.
Yeah.
They're here to give freebies to the students.
Exactly.
They're here to give discounts at their places to say, come. We want our Sikhs, our brothers and sisters who are studying, come out of town to use our facilities,
Exactly.
use our services, and make the most of them. And that's what our be-all and end-all, the aim was to create an environment for them while they're at uni. Instead of going to places where they're vulnerable or they're preyed upon, come to places where, you know, there's a bit more comfort maybe, and there's a community
security
support there.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think everyone watching right now will be thanking you, because what you're doing is providing a service to the community, not only the community, like you said, Baji, to those people that are for the first time probably going out from their home, from the safety zones, and they're vulnerable and out in different cities, and so they're getting to know the familiar surroundings. And not only that, that's when they're the most vulnerable and targeted easily by, like you said, Baji, the organised grooming gangs. I don't have to tell the Sangat to everyone watching right now, Sikh Youth UK on a daily basis deal with cases of grooming, sexual exploitation of Apniya Kudiyan, and they've seen it firsthand, they've dealt with it, they've helped the families, and it's this great seva that these Naujawan do. And this is exactly because they're dealing with it front line. They understand the problem, and this is why they're trying to safeguard our brothers and sisters out there and say, look, we want to tackle this problem, but we also want to offer, like you said, Baji, offer a solution. And that's exactly what they're doing. So I was thinking, how awesome is this? Not only the organising the whole Freshers Fair for every single university graduate, anyone going to universities across the country to come to one place, but they're bringing them back to Maharaj is Darbar. You're bringing them back to the Gurdwara, and like you said, you're doing Simran first. So you're giving them all the correct tools that they need while they're out there, and you're also providing the services, like for example taxi services, and that's brilliant because you've seen just in the papers a few days ago of that case where the taxi driver's taken advantage of the girl that's gone to the university, just started, and spiked a drink and all the rest of it. Case paper and
so over the last they've hit the headlines. We've been sharing it as much as we can on social media. You know what it is? I think there's too many cases out there for us to keep sharing daily.
Yep.
And the taxi drivers arrive every time they're at universities. We've done patrols at universities on Freshers recently where we've approached taxi drivers and said to them, are you legit? You know, just done that little bit we can just to make sure they're not private cabs, you know, they're legitimised. They're, you know, they've got badges. We're trying to give leaflets out to people who are out vulnerable, you know, just to let them know, make sure they know who they're around and what sort of drivers they're going in on that side. Yes, there was a university publicised in the paper where I believe three people have been found that they were targeted by drink spiking straight away.
Exactly.
The universities in Birmingham, Sikh societies who set up fresher stalls. One particular university came and they told us that 2 people tried to sign up. They were not from a non-Sikh background, and they were giving fake names on their on the booklet while they were registering to join the Sikh society.
Wow.
And this has been happening for so long. I've witnessed that myself a few years ago at the same uni, and now that the one of the Sevadars who were part of the Sikh society let us know. So it's good that the Sikh societies and the students are coming to us.
Saying what you're doing is creating that support structure between all the different universities and all these different Sikh societies, which is absolutely great work, because this is exactly what they need. That haunsla, that, you know, that strength, because the strength that with people like yourself leading with your Sevadars, these guys that are doing tremendous work. We've got Mon Singh Ji, just to explain and share with us. Obviously, you were at the Freshers event last year. How did that go down? How did it affect? And you look at the services you're providing, not only taxi services, but you're also getting discounts at places like Mr. Singh's Pure Wedge and Wedge Corner and all these different places. So if you're a Sikh business out there in Birmingham or any other major city where there's a university, if you want to get in touch with Sikh Youth UK, their number should be on the scroll on the bottom there. Get in touch with them. Tell them what you can offer to help our community. What can you do? Anything and discounts that you can offer to the students, let's do it. Because if these guys have taken the initiative, that's exactly what it is. They've taken that initiative. They're not paid for. They've just done it. They've done it off their own back. And look at the result of this. Last year they had 400 people attend the event and all got safeguarding kits. They were made aware of the dangers. They had a support network in place. And that's exactly what it is. Mon Singh, what would you like to say about this, Baji?
Well, when kids enter university, our young students our riches. These are our riches. These are the greatest thing that we have. Our most valuable asset is our youth.
Great.
And when our youth attend university and colleges, this is the make or break point. We've all seen friends. We all know people who say, you know what happened to Fulana at uni last year. Ah, ho gaya, oh, ho gaya. But you know what? Let's put something in place. And let's not just talk about them and say, this happened or that happened. Let's put something in place to try and help these people.
Excellent.
And it's all about help. It's all about guidance. It's all about love and pyar and looking out for our youngsters.
Excellent.
Being there for them so they can become something that, you know what, we'll be proud of as a community. We don't want to hear and read about them in the news. We don't want to hear about them on Instagram and WhatsApp and Facebook. We are ho gaya, they're not our hal ho gaya. Now we want to see them coming up as MPs, doctors, everything. You know what, nod our heads. You know what, these are our people. These are making it. And last year, at the Freshers' Fair, just before I was about to go on to address the students, someone said to me, why? Why are you doing it for?
No.
And I'm going to repeat, I mentioned a story last time. I just want to go over that story just briefly again. It's 2 seconds.
Go for it.
And this is the answer. This is the straight answer. Why are you doing all this kharcha? Why are you doing all these things to save all these people? You can't save everyone. I got once there was a little girl. She was on the shore, the seaside, and a lot of starfish, millions of starfish have been washed ashore. And she's picking them up and she's throwing them back into the water. She's throwing them back into the sea. And an old man sits there and he watches for quite some time. And he calls the lady over, he calls the young girl over and he goes, you can't save all the starfish. You can't make a difference to all of them. Okay. What are you doing? You're going to exhaust yourself out. Go leave it. You know what? It's done for them. And she picked up a starfish from the ground and she threw it into the sea. And she goes, you know what? You made a difference to that one. Excellent. And that's what it's about. By these shows, by these Freshers' Fairs, these Gurmat classes, by these Gurdwara English Katha Vichar, by the Sikh channel, everything that's happening, you know what? It might be saving one person.
Excellent.
And you don't hear about the people that you save.
Excellent.
You don't hear about the people that go on to become doctors, go on to take Amrit and help their family and sit with them, go on to go home and say to their drunk father or someone in the family is having a problem, you know what, this ain't the way to go. There's a different route out there. And you know what, we're starting off with the Simran on the Monday, and people forget in this world how amazing and vital Simran is. You know, you're going to university, you're going to be stressed out, you're going to have exams, you've got all this pressure to pass. If you don't pass this uni, all this money's going in, it's a lot of pressure. People put a lot of pressure on themselves. They start popping Prozac tablets to stay awake at night. They start, you know, going off the barrel. But you know what, if you got Simran, you can bring things home, you can take it inside, sit down. You know, remember Waheguru, you know what? I ain't come here for no other reason. I come here to jap your name.
Excellent.
Working and all these things are good, but you know, my muqam in this world is to jap your name and to connect with you. So that's the key, to connect. And you know, once you're connected with Waheguru, once you got that connect, nobody can touch you.
Excellent.
No one's going to touch you. And you know what, I'll speak later on about all the things we got in line. It's crazy. You know what, I wish I had this when I was a student. Because you know, I've had friends who, when they were students, they lost the path. It's a crazy time. Your hormones are everywhere, your mind is everywhere, you don't know who you are. And our students play the dangerous game of playing follow the follower. Everybody's following everybody else to get likes, to be happy, to be liked, but they don't know who they are and they don't know what they're doing. Like a little kid when he goes to nursery, starts copying all the other kids. He's not brave enough to say, you know what, no, this is what I want to do, this is my faith, this is how I stand. And that's what we get our kids to do. You know what, if everyone's doing something else and you don't like it, don't do it. Be strong. Excellent. You know, have that confidence in yourself, and that's what we're about. And you know, the Monday is the Simran, the most vital thing that you can do in this world, yeah. Tuesday, we've got a self-defense seminar. And self-defense, people hear about and they think it's all violence, it's all punching people in the face. What's the most important fight? What's the greatest fight that we can have? It's the one that doesn't happen. Why? Because we're protected from it. The greatest fight doesn't take place because we're so smart, we've avoided it. Excellent. With thinking, and that's what we're going to teach the children. You know what? Out there, these martial arts teachers out there are selling wolf tickets. They're teaching our girls, say we've got 11 stone girls, small petite girl, they're teaching if a man grabs you on the street, you do this move and you get out and you punch him. Truthfully, that's not going to work. In a violent situation on the road, some paedophile or some perverts trying to grab you, pull you into his taxi, pull you in a van, that adrenaline hits, you're scared, you shake, your voice freezes up, the adrenaline goes, you can't walk, you can't talk, everything goes. You know, all these pretty techniques, they're not going to work. So we teach them under real pressure what to do. And when that pressure kicks up, how to react, what to do. Last year, we gave out over 500 rape alarms. You just pull it out. A goodie said to us 3 months ago, we were talking to her, And she was saying, you know what, Baji, I was in the park, 2 people were following me, and I got scared, and like you told us, I just pulled the rape alarm. It made a high-pitched sound, and you know what, they just turned and ran. The fact that they ran shows that, you know what, they were up to no good. But we said, you know what, before anything even happens, you know what, react.
Prevention,
you know what to do when there's a bunch of thugs walking on the same road as you, what do? Same side of the street, you cross the road. If they cross the road, what do? You cross the road back. You look for help, something's not right, red alarms. First thing for self-defense is the eyes, that's what we're teaching them. Second thing is the voice, how to talk. People sometimes walking around with their head down, not confident. We want our people to be confident, and we want people to, you know what, when someone's talking that, you want to let me know, shut up. That's not how it is. I'm not going to drink that. I'm not doing that. That's not me. We teach how to be assertive, how to be confident. Our people need that. And if you look in the Jamaican community out there, the Jamaican women are so strong. They tell people, nah, man, you sit down. They've got that confidence. We teach our women to be just as confident, not be timid, not be forced and coerced into doing something that you don't want to do, because peer pressure is dangerous. Peer pressure can get even the strongest people to do something that they don't want. 30 people there pressuring you, sending you messages. And the other thing in self-defense is how to defend yourself against this social media. Because you know what, social media will always attack you and be there. People thinking that the social media, we love social media, but you know what, it's dangerous because people got access to you 24/7.
Yes.
They dictate, people now, they're dictated by what they wear, how they dress. People can DM you, send you messages, and people get addicted to this thing. You see these children 24/7, they're on the phones now because it's pulling them in. We need to tell them, you know what, pull away from that. That's not your real life. Your real life is here. You're sitting with your family. And the thing is, I'm a victim to it myself because I'm somewhere sitting with my friends and I'm on my phone. And I realize, you know what, this ain't the way. My missus always says it to me, get off your phone. You know what, your family's here, talk to them. And that's so important to teach our children. When you're sitting with your mother and father, talk to your mother and father. You know, we don't value the sacrifices that they done. They come out in the 60s, yeah, working 12-hour shifts, yeah, living in a house with 6, 7 of them bunded, sleeping in shifts on the same mattresses to provide us money so we can have this education. We get this education, mummy and daddy pay all these bills, pay all this money for us to go and even buy us a car, do all these things. We go to uni, what do? We throw it back in their face, not blatantly, but the way we act. You know what, if your mum and dad could watch you at uni every step of the way, if you think they're not proud of the way you're acting, then you shouldn't be acting like that.
Fantastic.
Every action that you do at university should make your mum and dad smile. And you know what, people don't do that. People forget, you know what, God's watching all the time. And you know what, you got to make them happy. You got to make your community happy, work for each other. So coming back to that self-defense seminar, it's stuff like that. It's about talking. It's about being assertive, looking out for cues. When you lock your car, have a quick walk around, check no one's in the back before you get in. When you're going into your halls of residence, don't be walking around with your key, with your eyes closed. You know, be aware. If you think something fishy is going on, get on the phone, call the police straight away. The police would rather prefer you to call them before something happens than afterwards.
Definitely.
You know, we've got to look at every way to stay safe, and that's the key.
Excellent.
You know what, stay safe. We don't read about this stuff in the newspapers. And Wednesday, we've got the big show. We've got Freshers' Fair. All the universities are going to land, and so many things that are available. We'll talk about that later on.
Yeah.
And then... what's after Wednesday?
Thursday, the
exactly.
Sikh History series.
Thursday, Sikh History series. What makes a Gorm strong? What makes a generation of people strong? Their history. If you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going to go. And you know, our people have lost our history. We don't know who our warriors are. From Guru Nanak Dev Ji to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, throughout the Miso period to modern day, we don't know what's going on. And what we're doing is that with the Sikh History series, we're concentrating on the period after Guru Gobind Singh up until 1947 and the creation of the countries that exist there at the moment. We're looking at that Miso period, the time when Bhai Taru Singh was Shaheed. And people heard the Sakya of Bhai Taru Singh, but they don't know into the depth of why the Sikh came to Bhai Taru Singh at the time and they said, yeah, you know what, why don't you revolt against him? You've got that much Shakti, Nambani, you could close them down. And he said, no, because of the bhajan of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And Bhai Taru Singh told the Sikh a Sakya about Guru Nanak Dev Ji at that time. Attend Sikh History series and you'll learn that Sakya. How was Bhai Mehtab Singh Shaheed? We heard Bhai Mehtab Singh chopped off Masaranga's head, but how was he Shaheed? How many people know? How many people at home, you just cross, you know, it's true. How was Bhai Sukha Singh Shaheed? Who was Bhai Charat Singh? Who was Bhai Charat Singh? Who was his grandson? How did Maharaja Ranjit Singh have such a great Raj? We need to learn these things. And you know, when you know your history, you've got your Naam Samram, it's amazing. Life is good. Life is good. And, you know, we need to bring the students to connect back to that, connect them to what's important. And any revolution that's taken place through the communities, any community out there, is come through the youth, it's come through the students. Two of the greatest students of our Qawm, Sukha and Jinda, look at them.
Yeah.
Sikh, on that Wednesday Freshers Fair, we'll be telling you a bit more about their lives. You learn about their lives and you do Namaskar, man. These guys were amazing. You know what? They were the true Sikh students. That's how we should behave. That's whose footsteps we should follow in. And the Friday is then, we got open forum where people talk. Any questions that you have, come and ask questions. But you know, it's a friendly, it's a happy, non-judgmental environment. Don't be scared to come. It's so much fun. And you know what? Don't worry if you're not at uni, if you're still a student, getting 15, 16. You know what? If you're not a student, if you're getting old and you got a few greys in your beard, you know what? Turn up, pretend you're young, have a bit of fun with the youth. You know what? Reconnect. Because even some people starting work and that, they get caught up in the work culture and a white person's culture of how they behave after Friday on work, go to the bar, do this. But you know, our culture is different. Our culture, we bring them home, we go to the Gurdwara, we do these kind of things.
No,
these things, what you want to say?
Kabir, you might as well come from that house.
You know what? Mansik's just smashed it, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
All I can add is it's going to be, it's for unity,
Definitely.
this event. Youth up and down the country, you know, different universities going to be coming. So it gives you a chance to meet students from a totally different university to where you're attending. Just also talk to them, talk to each other. You know, it's a chance to network as well, and also get to know what Sikh Youth UK do. Maybe you can just, you know, we need help. We need some sevadar sometimes in different parts of the country.
Definitely.
So in that respect as well, they can jump on board as well. But going back to university, coming from a student that used to go to university himself, you see a lot of things like, you know, predators wearing gare in order to get into going to nightclubs, student nights. There's only one reason they're doing that, to get to Sikh girls. So we need to be very vigilant around this time as well. Stay together, talk to people as well. Always keep on the lines and just communication.
It's a whole Sangat factor, isn't it?
You
having the right Sangat and having that structure in place to help you and help the Sangat. That's exactly it. Absolutely fantastic. Look at the work that these guys are doing. They've already set it up for us. All we have to do is attend and support. That's it. So if you're a Sikh business and you want to get involved and you can offer a service to students that can benefit the students or our community, get in touch with the number that should be on the screen right now. Get in touch with Sikh Youth UK. This is their show. I've been asked to host today, and I'm so privileged because you can see that you've got some Chardikala good Sikhs here, and all of them, they're doing seva in our community, so it's fantastic. What we're going to do is we're going to show you a quick video clip now of all the different universities across the country, just to highlight and show you how many different universities and people are coming together at this one event on the 4th of October. So I'm hoping that the gallery have got the clip ready, and we're going to show you this. Check this out, right, and see for yourself exactly how many different universities are all partaking on the 4th of October GNG Freshers Fair.
We're Nottinghamshire University Sikh Society and we'll be G&G Freshers Fair on Wednesday the 4th of October. Hope to see you guys there. We're from Sikh Society in Nottingham. We're going to be attending G&G in Smethwick. Please come and I hope to see you there.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Harwinder Singh Mandir and I'm the founder of Naujawani. We are an organisation that's going to be at the Guru Nanak Gurdwara Smethwick Student Freshers Fair that takes place on Wednesday, 4th of October between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. at the Guru Nanak Gurdwara in Smethwick. It's going to be a great day for university students and Sikh societies from all around the country, and Naujawani is pleased to be bringing up the coach from London. If anybody wants to reserve their seat on that coach, then get in touch with us as soon as possible. It leaves West London at 2:30 p.m. on Wednesday. We'll see you there at Guru Nanak Gurdwara Smethwick Sikh Students Freshers Fair.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Kiel University Sikh Society will be at Guru Nanak Gurdwara Smedic Freshers Fair next Wednesday from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m, where various Sikh services will be giving out flyers, freebies, student discounts to every university society who will be coming down on the day. It's a perfect event for students to meet other students at universities, great networking event, and we hope to see everybody there. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
As the Sikhs will be at the E&D Freshers Fair next week, so hoping to see you guys there.
We're BC Sikh Society and we'll all be attending the G&G Freshers Fair next week at Smedic Gurdwara.
There'll be loads of freebies and it's a really good opportunity for everyone, for students to network, so we hope to see you all there. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
We're Liverpool Sikh Society.
And we'll be at the G&G Freshers Fair.
As you've seen from that video clips, that's amazing. Look how many universities across the country are partaking in this one event organised by Sikh UK. And why are they doing it? Because prevention is better than the cure. They're providing those services that our Norjawan are going to need when they go to university for the first time. The taxi services, the eat outlets where they're going to eat out, the sports structure, the Simran, the Sikh history that Baji already mentioned. Absolutely fantastic. We never had none of this stuff when we were growing up, did we, Kabir? Uni, how was your experience at uni?
Well, I didn't have this like Guru Nanak Gurdwara. I always had that, but you don't want to go to the Gurdwara. You get drawn into different aspects, like Freshers Week. Yeah, we have different nights out. Monday night we'll be at one club. Tuesday night you'll be at another club. You don't really get this. Like if I had this when I think I'm going back uni about 2011, 2012. So if I had that then, I would have made way more use of Gurdwara. I would have grasped it and got others on board as well. But I think this Sangat is key. So to go there and exploit the facilities as well. So even as Mansingh was saying, the martial arts classes as well. Brilliant. There's Sikh Youth Forums as well every Friday. They're a must. Exactly. We have different speakers every week. So it's a different topic every week as well. And university students do come weekly. There's a Sikh Youth Martial Arts class as well on a Saturday. So yeah, I think that
definitely it's a whole structure. You've got, I don't know what you've done thing, but you've obviously done something for getting every single university across the country saying that we're partaking in this. You've even got coaches organised from South and Nottingham. Yeah. Tell the Sangat about that.
So basically we've got coaches coming from Southall and from we've got coaches from Nottingham and minibuses from a lot of different universities coming. Obviously there's pick-up points at different ones. I believe the Southall one's 2:30 leave and the Nottingham's 3:45 leave at both universities in Nottingham. The minibuses are all on site and the Birmingham pick-up points are about 4 o'clock. For the Aston and BCUs together, and URB is going to be separate. Just mentioning a few of the services on the day.
Go for it.
The sports, we've got people like SFC Gym. So whoever's got access to SFC Gym in Coventry on Crossroads, they can go and get a student discount on that day. Yeah, for students only. They can get vouchers and discounts available and for the Khalsa Akhada Boxing Club. Excellent. So they can get vouchers and discounted prices for them to attend a Sikh gym, which is for the Sikh Family Centre, obviously, which is fantastic. Lions MMA doing great work. Attend their classes. They'll be offering some great services on the day. That's the sports side of things. We need to be pushing our Punjabi Sikhs into our services. So, in their spare time, instead of they're out going on, online, like Mansingh was on about the social media and wrapped up in that, tell them to volunteer a bit of their time on the side. Get involved with projects.
The whole seva aspect.
But it's literally, it's not, sometimes you don't have to go to the Gurdwara to do seva, but we would prefer people to go to the Gurdwara more, but get involved in projects who are doing seva outside.
Exactly.
Outdoors, every organisation needs it. The Gurdwara G&G Smethwick right now has provided a massive platform for the Najwan, which is fantastic. And like the half the committee are Najwan now. The Pradhan is probably the youngest one they've had in history. They've, that's
the youngest Pradhan in the whole country.
And as a Gurdwara committee, the committee gels brilliantly. So as a committee, we're working well to provide services like this.
Exactly.
And that's the way forward. Like we just done a 4-week summer camp over the summer, which had 600 kids a day. Now, a month later, we're doing freshers. Next month, it'll be Remembrance Week on November. There's just on and on. There's always a monthly project. There's a 40-day job going on, which started yesterday, 40-day Simran job. And to incorporate that into the Freshers' Fair, on Monday is led by the youth, which is fantastic. So to start the G&G Freshers' Week, following on next week, like Mansingh said, it's about starting it on a positive, jumping naam.
Deepak, what would you like to say to all the Sangat that are watching? Because I'm sure people are watching out there, even if they're not at university themselves, that have been to university, they're looking back at this and looking at this right now thinking, you know what, fantastic. You guys have shown initiative, you've looked at our problem, and you've given solutions to that problem to help those that are most vulnerable in our society, which is great stuff. And obviously Sikh Channel will be supporting you guys and 100% covering the event and showcasing exactly what you've got to offer. But to the Sangat that are watching out there, for any businesses, Sikh businesses, or anyone that's at university that wasn't aware of this event, what would you like to say to them? How can they get in touch with you, or how can they get the transport, like you said, you got coaches from Southall, minibuses and coaches from Nottingham, and minibuses from all over the country coming. How can those people watching right now thinking, you know what, I want to be part of this, I want that, like that Baji said, because we want to be part of that growing, that Sikhi spirit, Sikhi community cohesion between ourselves, helping one another, not judging, and that's exactly what it's all about. But how can they get involved?
Just, there's a contact number on the screen, message them, the team will get to you and see if we can provide some sort of solution for you to come and attend. If you want to help out or get involved, message, let us know what you're available. Some organisations will be messaging on social media, they're getting packs ready to give out to the students. It's all about freebies. This ain't, and I'm going to reiterate it, this is not something where organisations come and everyone's collecting money. It's not about that. Yeah, the money's gone. This is a goner. It's about providing services for you, giving freebies to the students which they can access, which will bring them back to Sikh services.
Excellent.
And that's what we want. We interact, all of you out there, not just the students, every youth out there. Get away from drink and drugs, get away from that Māori Sangat, get involved in these services. From personal experiences, I went down the road with Māori Sangat, and it leads people down a dark road. Some people don't come out, but some of my best friends died in that life. It's not about that. All by going to university and going to the bar instead of the classroom. Yeah,
it's make or break thing, like you said. It's exactly what it is.
Don't get caught up in this life. But we're not here to scaremonger either. We're here to provide solutions, and this is one of the solutions. You can have fun and be in Sikh services. You can have fun and join the Sangat at the Gurdwara. Trust me, when we get together, there's more jokes than we've ever had. Is sometimes, you've seen some of the stuff that goes on.
I think this is why I look at the Sangat right now. Sangat is unbelievable. But probably most of the time when we're on TV, we're talking about serious issues, and obviously during those issues we have to be serious. But these guys are, I swear, if I allow or if I can organise, for the outtakes for some of the shows that these guys are doing, you will be laughing off the couch here, but you will see these guys what they really like. They're jokes. Like it's Margie's friend. The normal people like us. They do their stuff. They've got the families. They've got the friends. They still have that social life. But at the same time, is that what Maharaj Guru Nanak Dev Ji talked about, Seva Simran, was that sacrifice that we make, that the savant that we take out, not just monetary, not just money, but that time. And these guys are doing exactly that. They're taking their time out, looking at problems within our communities, and the prevention is better than the cure ethos. They're incorporating that and then providing services to do exactly what Baji said earlier. Even if we save that one person, you'd never hear about the one that saved. You always hear about the one that obviously messed up and becoming the news and papers, sadly. But we want to try and prevent that from happening. And this is it, Satsanga Ji. Look, if you're watching this right now, it's an honour for myself to be asked to host the show, because this is what Sikh Youth UK, this is their show. They even do a show on every Wednesday night on the Sikh channel. So thanks to the Sikh channel for providing you guys a platform, because these guys are volunteers. They've got the normal life, but they're volunteers and they still go out and help the community. And if we can't help Sevadars like this, then we need to really question ourselves. Man Singh ji.
So there's something for everyone that comes. Everyone that comes, they'll leave with something, and there's a lot in the pipeline. The key is what we're looking at is to build the confidence of our students out there so they can go out into the community and tell people about their faith. They can sit. We live in a beautiful multicultural society. And you know what? We love it. We love living in a multicultural society where we share and we care and we help everyone out there. But you know, sometimes people don't know who Sikhs are, what we do, or what we believe. So it's about our students going out there at university and telling them, you know what, this is who I am, this is my belief. What's your belief? Okay, that's beautiful. Let's talk, let's go out and do something. Let's build a link with our communities where we can come and show you how we do things. And there's a number of different things that we're going on during the year. I'll let you know a few of them. So there's a Gurmukhi course that we're going to do. We're going to run a Gurmukhi course over a weekend where people can come in with no knowledge of the basic Punjabi alphabet. And then after one weekend, you'll leave knowing your Punjabi alphabet, you'll leave having a grasp of Gurmukhi. Other things we've got financial advisors on board working with us. That when kids go to university, all their money goes out at once. The mother and father keeps sending to them, but they need to learn how to plan and budget.
Exactly.
Because when their money runs out, things get desperate and they might turn to other places to find that money. They might start borrowing off people. They might start trying to sell their belongings. But you know what? We're going to sit with them and say, that's not how. We can make you a financial plan of how to plan your money out that it will last and spread over the year.
Excellent.
We're really thinking about things that we needed in university. Other thing is a healthy cooking, vegetarian Punjabi class. You come to university and you're just going to eat beans on toast or you're just going to eat from out all the time. No, we'll teach you how to cook. We'll teach you how to cook chol, how to cook kheer, how to cook paneer, how to cook healthy vegetarian foods, and how to cook it in different quantities. If you go to the Gurdwara, you got a part where there's 200 people coming. How much rice do you need? How much sugar do you need? How much dud? And then when it's your family, when it's free of you, go home, and even the boys go home and cook your mother and father some kheer. And you know what? University are Sikh, they'll be so proud of you.
Excellent.
And for the women as well, how to make the roti around. For the Singhs, how to make the dal and make the roti around. I'm just having jokes. If there's any complaints about that, send them to my man. But it's all fun. And the things, we got the National Genocide Week about the pogroms that took place in Delhi and how we can speak out and be vocal about what happened to our people and how serious of an issue this is and how to go out there and how to spread this message. And that's going to happen through open mic poetry, an essay writing competition. We come up to step the game up of our students. You know what? We're going to push you academically as well. We want you to send your essays in about different topics that affect you, your relationship with Guru Nanak Dev Ji, your relationship with gas, the pressures of the outside world. Write it down in an essay and we're going to release the competition later on. And then we're going to have a bullying and support lines where, you know what, bullying still takes place at university. It's different. It's a different format. It's more mental, but it happens when people coerce you and bully you and pressure you to do things. And even the boys, what they do, you know what? No, you don't act like that. This is the way to behave. And it's out there. And we have a sister support circle that we used to have where the Bibia are there to talk to the Bibia and help them. And we've got the brothers. You come to the gym and we'll help you as well. Other things we got, introduction to Gurdwara Seva seminar. People want to do Seva. People want to do it in the Gurdwara, but there's that fear. Now we got Singhs in the committee, we got Singhs that work in the Seva, we got the Bibia in the committee as well working, and how to introduce yourself to the Gurdwara, to start washing the bandi, how to approach the Gyani, to learn different things. So we're going to look at hosting a seminar with that.
Great stuff.
Other things, we got paintballing competition going on, and we got for the first time ever in the UK, shall I tell them? Shall I wait? We've got annual Sikh dodgeball tournament. So members of teams of 5 people, we're going to organise an annual dodgeball tournament first time with a trophy, and we're going to carry on. The winning university or team takes that trophy, they bring it back next year, and it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be amazing out there.
It sounds amazing. It sounds absolutely brilliant. It sounds. I was sitting there laughing my head off thinking, all these things that you guys got organised. I want to get back to uni. But 50 years ago when I used to go to university, we never had none of this stuff.
But it's vital. Like, taking, for example, the financial planner. People don't have you don't have much money, say, or their mummy and daddy pay for everything, and then they spend that.
Exactly.
They don't respect
that thing is so dangerous, and everyone watching out there is so true. Sometimes what you're mentioning is exactly that. Sometimes they think they've got quite a bit of money in the bank. All of a sudden, the money starts disappearing, and they find themselves vulnerable, and then they find themselves getting involved in things they should not stay far away from.
Exactly.
And we've obviously, like you said, you've dealt with cases like that. When we went back in uni a few years ago, we did exactly that. So we offered that support structure, and we said to anyone in our Sikh society, listen, anyone, regardless of where you are in your Sikhi path, we're not here to judge if you got your dastar, haven't got the dastar on. We're here to help you. So if you've got a problem, I don't care what your problem is, whether that's financial, mental, social, whatever it is in your household, whatever the problem is, come and talk to us. Because if we can't help you, we know people that can. And it exists exactly, Sarsangaji, what these Naujawan are doing.
And when it comes to that financial plan, what we're doing, because we're working with so many Sikh businesses and services out there, what we've done, we've approached them, we've spoken to them, and we're doing an employment support. So when students are in certain cities, like in Birmingham, they come to this support, this Sikh employment support. And what we do, we look at the skills and say, okay, you'd be okay at working in Mr. Singh's shop, stocking the vegetables or doing this. We've got someone who could look at the accounts. You're learning to be an accountant. Okay, look at these accounts. We've got someone who could take you on learning, working in a restaurant. So there's a work support unit to earn.
Excellent.
And you know what? It's very important to earn as well. Earn your own money and spend it. Give that daswand of your money as well. Give that back to the Guru Kar. Give it to the Greeb out there. Different projects for people to do. And if there's any Sikh community leaders out there or Sikh people running businesses, running work or something, that get in contact with us, let us know how many students you need or how many employees you need, and we'll be able to, in between, and provide you that service.
Excellent, absolutely fantastic.
Then we'll provide references. We need video editors. We need people working at the Sikh channel. Work experience is available here. There's so many things out there. Taxi drivers are coming, they're working with us. We're bringing the whole community and we're bringing us together. And it feels like a family. You know how we should feel?
Exactly, Singh.
When you go to the
I think
Gurdwara,
it's fantastic.
You know, when you go to the Gurdwara, people judging each other now, it's coming together and it's feeling like a family once again.
Brilliant.
And that unit's tight and the family prays together, stays together.
Exactly.
And why we bring it back to that Simran.
Exactly. No, Singh's fantastic. Like, I'll reiterate what Baji said there. If there's anyone out there that wants to get involved with media, present shows, editing, behind the scenes, and camera, whatever it is, get in touch with Sikh Channel. Sikh Channel's here to bring millions of Sikhs together, and we're here to support the community. And we've got organised projects also. So if you're watching the show right now, I'm asking you, and I'm doing a humble beinti. It's been a few years since I've been on TV, but we're going to be coming back, and we're coming back on this Sunday night, 1st of October at 8 p.m. on the Sikh Channel. All I can say to you is that you need to be watching this show on Sikh Channel, Sky 829, this Sunday, 8 p.m. And I think you'll see one on the day. But we're going to make a major announcement and we're going to get everyone involved. The whole point of Sikh Channel is bringing millions of Sikhs together. That's exactly what we're doing. So we want to work back in the community and work with the community for the community. Kabir Singh, sorry, Kabir Singh, anything you'd like to add to that? Then we've only got a few minutes left, Baji.
Yeah, just quickly, just come down, bring that Sikh pride, Sikh unity back.
Definitely.
To what it should be. And yeah, just be unified, be together at university, bring people, draw people into positive sangat. They can go to Gurdwara together, come to G&G, the hub. Different activities are there. Just come down and get involved. We got some great servadars at G&G as well that are always willing to help, lead you down the right path. So it's just all about using the right resources, really.
Exactly, it's that structured place, helping it, supporting it.
Just the last message out there. Make sure you all attend next week, G&G Freshers Week. Make sure you attend the 4th of October, the G&G Freshers Fair. It's going to be a fantastic evening. We've got a great lineup of speakers, people having fun, just interacting, loads of different services ready for you. The Sangha, not just the students, the Sangha as well, you're more than welcome. There'll be free food given out, free drinks. Make sure you attend, get your free vouchers, get involved in the Sikh projects that are in the community. Do your daswand like Kam Singh was on about. It's not about daswand of your money, not only just that, but your 10% of your time. Put your effort into the pant, then the pant will go forward. Without our efforts, without that, there's not enough time in the day. All these projects Man Singh just mentioned, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so many more we've got. So many bigger projects with 10-year plans, 5-year plans, 1-year plans, immediate. We got, all categorized where we want immediate start, mediocre, and, long term. So, get involved, because time, there ain't enough in the day for us to do this. Manpower, we need more because there's so much more to do. Issues, the dangers, listen, I can't reiterate it. Read a paper, check online, check our social media, CQ Birmingham, CQ Facebook, CQ UK Facebook, CQ Birmingham Facebook, and the Instagram and the Snapchats, Twitters. Check it all out. You see how many dangers are out there. You'll realise what the world's coming to. This is out there. Within our community, people are shy to come forward and talk. Yeah? And those who do, the people we support, and the families that we sit with, the broken homes that we try to mend, bring back to our guru to realise we're not going to direct you to no fake babbe. We're not going to direct you to no dodgy geezers going to try and take money or take advantage. We're going to take you to the guru and he's going to guide you. Excellent. All we can do is show the support. That's what we're there. That's what happened to me. The Singhs did that. That's what we do with the rest of the students. We guide you to the guru's house and the services provided there. We create them platforms and environments to socially and mentally show you a different direction in life. You know, so make sure you get involved for next Wednesday, the 4th of October.
Thank you so much, Deepa Singh ji. Sar Singh ji, such a fantastic show, so much advice given, so much positive news given by these Naujawan Sikh Youth UK. If you want to get involved, the text number was on the screen. Please get involved with Sikh Youth UK. Apart from that, we'll see you on a very special show this Sunday at 8 p.m. on Sikh Channel. Spread the word. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.